Potty training your Akita at a young age is incredibly important. So if this is something you're not really sure about how to do or something you're finding an issue, well, today's the video for you. Welcome back to the Fenrir Akita Show. My name's Joe and I'm a certified canine leader here at FenrirCanineLeaders.com. We are dedicated to helping you learn everything you could possibly want to know about the beautiful Akita, and then how to become a high-level canine leader so you can raise your very own. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a future upload. The Akita is a wonderful dog, and something that you really want to get sorted out as soon as possible is toilet training. You want them to know where is appropriate to go and do their business and not have it around the house, because that's not nice for you or potentially for a guest. That is just not a situation you want to find yourself in. So today we're going to be tuning into a webinar that the CEO and founder of FenrirCanineLeaders.com, Will, has recorded all about potty training and how to do that. So if you've got a new Akita pup, this can be really useful for you. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, write down the notes and start putting these things into practice. Over to you, Will.
So then guys, welcome back to this quick fire webinar about potty training. Now, potty training is one of those things that obviously every single dog owner, especially if you're starting with a young puppy, absolutely has to go through. Now, we put that as part of our manners process. If you've seen our Perfect Puppy course, you might know that we break everything down into manners, socialization and obedience. And for me, potty training is one of the first really easy wins that an owner can get within the realm of manners. And it's one of those things that I think far too many people overcomplicate, and it's one of those things that it's just about keeping it simple. Break it down, plan, keep it simple. What I like about toilet training is it's one of those things that we can, and I'm going to break down how I go about teaching clients to do it, or how about go when I'm helping people get into the profession, how I think they should go about doing it. And you'll know that I always talk about that we have a micro behavior, a micro issue that we're trying to solve, or a micro trick that we're trying to teach. Excellent, we can narrow down on that micro issue, but is there an opportunity to teach things on a higher macro level? And I think that potty training is one of the first examples of this. Now, from the micro, we need to teach a dog to not go number 1 or 2 inside and to do it where they should do. That's the micro issue. But what I love about my routine of teaching potty training is not only is it just incredibly successful at getting the job done really quickly, but it really helps with the macro picture of calm, consistent leadership and focusing on the consistency element of what it takes to be an excellent canine leader. So when you bring your new 8-week puppy home, or your owner's bringing a new 8-week puppy home, the way we do it is really simple. On the hour, every hour, when the puppy wakes up, after they've had a drink or something to eat. You can set that as an alarm, but you want to make it structured and routine. I always talk about routine, boundaries, structure, expectations is incredibly important for canine ownership, and this is where I say that it's an opportunity to help with the mindset of being a good dog owner at that macro level by about instilling that principle of structure and routine. So on the hour, every hour, when the dog's just woke up from a nap or after they've eaten or drunk, take them out to their designated place. When they go number 1 or number 2, praise, positive reinforcement. It really is simple. If you do that every single time, you will make sure that your dog never has an accident in the house. They will very quickly learn where they're supposed to go, and that it's one of the world's most incredible things when they do that. That is how so many of the owners that follow our programs are able to raise a puppy with having 0 potty incidents in the home. But it's just about discipline, routine and structure, but keep it simple. Hey guys, very quickly, in case you didn't know, we have our Perfect Puppy program. It's the program that I designed myself as a canine behaviorist to help you guys become a high-level canine leader yourself, and then how to be able to take your puppy from the second you bring it home all the way through to that dream of the perfect canine companion that you've always wanted. So if you want more information on that, there'll be a link down in the description box below. Thousands of people have now gone through that process to extremely high levels of success. So there's some testimonials you can go and check out. More information, it's all in the description box below, but let's get back into the video you were just watching. One thing that we then go on about that is it's a good opportunity to teach our owners that if the dog makes a mistake, it was the owner's fault, not the dog's fault. They missed a cue. They weren't being observant enough. They weren't being disciplined, routined or structured enough. They missed something so that it's their fault, not the dog's fault. So rather than getting angry and punishing the dog, they need to clean it up as calmly as possible, remove the scent, because if we leave any of the smell down, canine psychology, they like to go on the same thing, so if they can smell it, they'll do it again. So we clean it really thoroughly, make sure we remove any scent, and then we go back to basics. Regiment, discipline, routine. Then as the dog gets older, you don't have to go on the hour, you can go on every other hour. And as you start to learn the dog's habits and routines, and you're feeding them at the same time every time, and you're not leaving the food down, which you should never do anyway, the dog will start to have a routine in terms of when they go number one and when they go number two. And you can start planning and structuring around that routine, which builds structure, builds routine, builds high expectations, builds leadership and relationship with your dog, and sets you and the dog up for extremely high levels of success on that macro level. That's the most important part, by focusing in and teaching some skills on the micro level that is potty training. So again, it isn't rocket science, guys. Keep it simple, but stay calm. If there's any accidents, it's your fault, not the dog. So step back, readdress, and then put a better plan in place so that that accident doesn't happen again. Set them up for success, and then highly praise and reinforce that success. And you, with your puppy, or your clients and their puppies, will have their mind blown about how incredibly easy it was to potty train their dog. Something that so many people make it far more complicated than it needs to be. Keep it simple, keep it disciplined, keep it routined, structured. Calm, consistent leadership wins above everything else. So I hope you enjoyed that quickfire webinar. Let's move on to the next one.
There you go, guys. I really hope there's some useful takeaways from that you can start putting into practice straight away with your Akita. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, get involved in the comments down below, as we would love to hear how you're finding training your very own Akita. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as we have 2 dedicated videos coming here every single week. So I can't wait to see you in the next episode of the Fenrir Akita Show.